I think that, you know, my parents were both in the industry.
Okay.
And so I grew up watching them work really, really hard and watching actors on their sets, you know, work very hard. So I knew from the very beginning that any sort of hype or glam or this like kind of, you know, star-studded life that I think a lot of young actors, once they get fame, you know, they kind of get caught up in, and it leads them down a really bad path. Okay. I think I always knew that what I wanted to do was build a career and work hard and have a lot of people want to work with me and, you know, be collaborative. I think that was the thing that I learned the most from my parents, was that it's not about your ego, it's not about how big of a star you are, it's how well you can collaborate with other people. And so I think every project that I go into, you know, it's about how can I work with this writer or this director to make it the best for all of us. And so I think it was that, and then it was also the fact that, like, for my parents, you know, they were very supportive of me acting, but they also told me that it was not a question, I had to finish school. Okay. I had to go to college. And I asked, you know, can I go to college to study acting? And they were like, we don't care, as long as you graduate college. And that was, so I think that's why I kind of have that, as you put it, you know, hopefully a head on my shoulders, a little bit of a centeredness, because to me this really is, this is my work. This isn't about, you know, how many bags can I get, how many, you know, magazines can I get on the cover of. This is about how can I be the best person that I can be in this field. I think that, you know, Pretty Little Liars is an incredible opportunity, but it's really, it's such a huge success that I think it's really up to me to kind of present my next my own opportunities from this point on, you know, because I think that with the success of the show also comes the image of the show and what people are gonna, you know, think of me as. A lot of people see me and they call me Spencer, which is amazing, but, you know, it's kind of now up to me to create that next path for myself. I mean, I suppose I could wait around for somebody to give it to me, but because my parents are in the business, that was the thing that they first instilled in me. It was never wait around for somebody to give you a job. If you know what you want to do, go make it for yourself. And so while I was actually on Pretty Little Liars, the set, I started writing my first short film, which is called Exiles. And I wrote it, I produced it, which was maybe the scariest thing I've ever done. You know, everybody was like, you should be a producer, because I'm highly intellectual, and I maybe cried every day that I had a production meeting. I was just like, I can't do this, I don't understand. But fortunately I had a lot of great people around me, and I brought in my two best friends to direct and act with me, and we made a little film together, and I'm so proud of it. And then Lauren came along, because I'd worked with Leslie Linka Glatter, who directed the pilot and the finales of Pretty Little Liars. And she called me one day and she was like, I have a script, do you want to read it? Let me know if you're interested. And I read it and I was immediately like, I have to do this, yes please. And she then said, okay, well, we start in 2 days. And I was like, wait a minute, I have to learn how to be a soldier? I have to memorize 20 pages of like straight up monologues? How am I gonna do this? And she was like, if you like it, you'll do it. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I just jumped into it. Lauren is a web series, although recently what's really cool, the Wigs channel, which is the channel on YouTube that Lauren is aired on, recently got kind of sponsored by Fox. So I think that there's going to be a bit of trading of, you know, I don't know if we're going to be airing some on Fox or they're going to be helping us get out. So right now you can see it on YouTube, and we're going to release the new episodes soon. But I don't know, it might be on some other outlets. It doesn't matter how different Lauren is from Spencer. What matters is that we tell Lauren's story with enough passion and you know, and enough fervor to get people interested. And I think that we've done that, because if you watch the episodes, it's incredible, and it's with Jennifer Beals, who's amazing. And so I think it's just, all that matters to the fans is good storytelling. So it's like, when I do something bad, they'll probably be like, ah, that was terrible, I don't want to watch that. But fortunately they've so far been very supportive of everything. But I think that we're very different in that Spencer's at a very different time in her life. You know, she's under her parents' roof, she has the pressures of school, and she has you know, she has a really great group of friends, but she has a really difficult life at this point. And so I think that that's kind of what's so interesting about playing Spencer, is that while I have these elements of my personality, I think that in Spencer they're very amplified. I think it's definitely something that I will continue to struggle with, because and something that I would very much like to accomplish. But I think what's really hard is that Twitter is amazing for Pretty Little Liars and for getting myself out there as an actress. But as I recently experienced, it's one, you know, people are very, very careful about what they want from you and what they want to see you as, you know. And so what I struggle with is really being honest and myself, because sometimes the opinions that I share are not going to be what people want to hear. And it was funny, it was like the other day, I won't say what it was because I don't want there to be another outlash, but I expressed an opinion about something, and immediately people were like, I loved you and now I hate you. And it was very confusing for me, because I was like, I don't know where that comes from. You know, if somebody that I loved or somebody that I didn't know had a differing opinion, as long as it wasn't hurting somebody else, I respect that greatly. You know, and so I think that Twitter is such an amazing opportunity for people to express their opinions, and I don't think that anybody should be shot down for any opinion, you know, that they have. Like I said, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. And so I think that it's really about people kind of recognizing that we're not just avatars, we're not just characters on a show, we're real people who might have different experiences, you know, and I think that once people are kind of unafraid to do that, like it's the same thing about, you know, a young girl posting something on Twitter, maybe to all of her friends. It's scary. It's scary to put yourself out there, but if that's what you're really going to do with this, don't hide behind your avatar, you know, don't hide behind your username and be mean, be a bully. Like, stand up for what you believe and like really get yourself out there. Mabuhay everyone, I'm Troian Bellisario, and I invite you all to please keep watching Pretty Little Liars, match airing episodes from the US on ETC at 8 p.m. on Saturdays. And don't forget to tune into the finale March 23rd, 8 p.m. Thank you.